All right, welcome back. I am lost. Wait, no, this is not the way. So I want to go to our little apotheosis enchantment room, and I'd like to fully upgrade this to the max. So that's going to require melon shells. So we're going to go ahead and craft melon shells. Should be able to craft most of this. So I think here to just set up the autocraft for it, honestly. So that needs an autograph, so just plop that in there, and then we're gonna need the glistening melons, and most of that stuff should be good to go. So click, and we just gotta throw it in here. And because shelves, melons, and books and all that stuff is already in our replication, we should just be able to craft like a few of these. No, that's too much. I'd say 7 is the max you would probably need. Now that we have dragon sprat, we also need infused dragon sprat. And once you have one, to infuse this, we need to set it to 80 Eterna, which we do have. Quanta has to go down to 15 to 30% and at least 60% Arcana. So right now our Quanta is at 100%. So I think just some shelves might help. Where are my shelves? There you go. And it's so much easier with, you know, the whole beer mod. Let's see if that's enough. Nope. Also, this is where the pets come and just have been here. I don't know. Is that enough? 15 and 30, so we need one more. Come on. I probably should add the upgrades to replication. There are things you can do to make it go faster. I just didn't think we'd need it. Now that's gonna bother me. 15 and 30. Okay, so that should be good. There we go. So we just gotta infuse these. All right, so we actually have dragon sprat now, and we want to get our Eterna maxed out, and I think we have dragon's head as well. So maybe this might be very simple. So we need the end shelves. We should be able to make these. Let's make a few of these end shelves. This gets us to 90. Make a few more because I messed up. Don't remember if we have to charge this or not. The pearlescent. Oh, end rods. Okay, we can do that. Good thing I popped the chorus fruit earlier. And we can craft that. You want dragon's head? You know what? Doesn't hurt to have more. So let's just make 10. Okay. And technically you should only need one. I think you only need this. I'm not really sure why I made these. If we put that down, that gets us 100. That was really it. The only thing I don't think there's anything. I don't even need the hell shelves for the clues because I crafted this skulk shelf that has the clues. So we're good to go now for like the ultimate enchanting. But that's all I really wanted to do with that. The next thing, basically this first part is trying to make use of this as much as possible. So let me grab, we're going to upgrade our dire setup. And let's see. Wait, I turned it off. Why is it going? Uh-oh. Stop. Stop. Okay. This is probably gonna need to get upgraded. We're gonna autocraft with this. So I'll probably set up something on top of this, but this is sort of like when I need things in bulk and I just want to have it ready to go. Okay, so first off, I'm going to put this down here so we have something to put our goo on later. Okay. And now we just want to upgrade the goo. And we should be able to upgrade all of them. Ah, right. This is why you would want to set up the autocraft, so it would just do that like tedious stuff for you. Okay, so that's there, that's there, that's there. All right, so everything I did kind of crashed, and I'm gonna have to re-record this whole section that I did earlier. Yeah, so you'll see a bit of a change, I guess. So right here is the Eclipse Alloy Paxel, because we now have Shadow Pulse goo. And so I think that part should still be in the video. We basically replaced this with Shadow Pulse goo and then corruption. So what did we have to do to upgrade this system that we made before? I had to replace the goo that was in here. So if you look over here, we have the Void Shimmer goo that we had before. It's relatively easy to make this, but we were locked behind making the Shadow Pulse by the Dragon's Breath. Now we have tons, and we even have the infused ones. What we are doing now is basically replacing the Void Shimmer with the Shadow Pulse. Same thing over here in the sensor. And remember, when you right click the settings, make sure it's set to alive. So basically, if there's less than 4 alive, it'll send a signal for this thing to right click and shoot an ender pearl into this thing, or feed it an ender pearl, as you may. So this should be working now. Basically, if we take a netherite block, I'll show you guys. And we're basically going to feed it in here. This is our input. We prepped an area specifically for it. So they're all getting placed in here. It's in here actually right now. And then they're going to get converted. So all of those, it's done making 100 blocks of netherite. That's insane. Over here, I expanded our storage. Basically, we have the thing we need, the Eclipse Alloy Ingot. And that's what we have right now. We actually have a lot, so we're pretty good here. Next is I actually have to save all the different fuels that we have. Or what we can do is actually start automating this with AE2. So this is great for making the final coal, the Eclipse Ember. And what we would need to do, I guess we can go through this real quick. Polymorphic catalyst. Take that. I'll make a few, and then we take water, and this is something we're gonna need. Oh, right, I could just do that. There, and then we'll just throw it somewhere, or I can make a little area for it. So this is what we're going to be automating today. Oh, I really didn't need to do that, because I could have just made it complete itself. There we go. All right, so we need one in every source block, so we got to be careful about that. And that makes that. And the process is a little insane. We'll do another one here. Okay. So, I wonder if I have any of the goo. So, oh, I do. Okay, so Primal Coal's the first one. The next one's Blaze Ember. Primal, Blaze, Void Flame. That was it. Oh yeah, I was like, we have a ton of these, don't we? Let's do Exchanging Gadget. I'll show you why I'm suddenly fully charged in a second, if I remember. Okay, so take the goo. I'm gonna place that there. I'm gonna go ahead and shift right click my Exchanging Gadget. I think that works. And then I want to hit the bottom. I don't know if it will let me. It does. Okay. 6, 7, 8. So they all have this now. So bad. Okay. So now we'll feed all of them. Ow. Okay. That was not what I wanted to do. Oh, I missed one. That's fine. Okay. So, okay. So blaze ember. So that makes the unrefined fuel, but because the thing down there is active, can change it automatically to the blaze ember fuel. Now we're supposed to take the blaze ember fuel, I think drop the void flame, and that becomes unrefined, and turn that off again. It should still be going. And that's void flame fuel. Then same thing, unrefined eclipse ember, and it's still fed, so it'll do it. And then there we go. So eclipse ember fuel. I think that's the one. I think we needed void flame, not eclipse ember, so I may have overstepped, but yep. So this right here, eclipse ember fuel, is pretty good for heat source. What else can we use it for? Nothing. I needed to make void flame, and I think that was it. So void flame fuel is used for a whole bunch of stuff. So I could have been doing this way earlier. And Fortron. I really should just show you guys how to do Fortron. So we need to craft the coercion deriver. And I have most of the stuff needed for this. So let's just craft these. And then it'll let us place it here. And that's the coercion driver. This is another part of the quest that we've just been ignoring. And I just want to get stuff done. We'll just use this. So I believe I need a fluid drawer. And we'll start with this one. I forget. I think we need lapis in here. And then arrive Fortron frequency. This is, I don't know what this does. Forget. Running. Okay. I thought this was over here. Maybe I'm wrong. Integrate. There it is. Derive. So it's making Fortron. It's relatively easy. Oh, and this is perfect chance to show you guys the label maker thing. Let's see, extract or insert. So we're gonna extract from there. This means we make this, and all you need to do is, if we want to extract from, say, this side, we just right click it. If right click there, and then if you're holding the label or the wrench for the labels, you can right click it and it'll tell you what you can basically do. You can filter it, so we only want to make sure that only Fortron comes out, I think. Oh, we may need an actual batch of Fortron first. Yeah, but you can whitelist and blacklist. For this, we don't really need to do that. And what we're going to do is going to place this here, and it's extracting it into here. Now it's a little slow. So what we could do is add these in here, and it makes it go zoom. So grab that, and there we go. And that's Fortron, automated, automatically made. So we could probably do like an import thing here. I'll find a better place for this and we'll let you know. But let's at least, now that we're making this, get the diamond. Oh, geez. I do that a lot. So get the diamond upgrade, because we're gonna need a lot of this, I believe. And let's get it into our network. And we should probably lock it. Lock it, and then bam. Okay. So it's accessible to our network now, I think. Wait, hold on. There, now it's accessible. Need to talk about this. So, we did a little immersive engineering side quest yesterday. It's not something that I think is required, but it's something that's been bothering me of like, I never really understood it. Cool thing is you can make blueprint shelves to store blueprints because like, you know, it can get a little crazy. And it's nice because you can just like right click and grab it. So what I found out is if you're going to make this advanced whatever circuit, this thing, the automated engineer's workshop can only make just that if you're going to connect it to the pattern provider. So same thing here. This one is only making vacuum tubes and you can see it's right there. Oh, I didn't lock it, but yeah. So the reason, by the way, that, and I'm going to show you guys my setup right now. It's like this is initially I figured, okay, let's just go with the whole immersive engineering. They must have a way to transport items and it's really cool. The conveyor belt. It's a lot easier in this pack because you can replicate almost everything or a lot of these things. But so I'm moving it over here. I'm moving it over here and I moved it all the way here with a conveyor belt attached to the provider. But what happens is if you request something, it'll shoot it out onto the conveyor belt and shoot it back in, which means you're only going to get partial amounts of what you requested. And hours and hours of figuring this out, playing around with all of these different things. So basically there's this thing, vertical conveyor belt, and then we can maybe add this one on top. And then there's a dropping conveyor belt. And then extracting from that will extract from a block, and then another dropping on. So like there's so much stuff here. So like if I grabbed, I have another one of these, yeah, these blocks, reinforced crates, and I throw something in there. Yeah, like I was playing around just trying to figure out how to make it work. The problem is whenever you have any type of inventory next to this or anything that can hold an inventory, like say a conveyor belt, it just doesn't work. So I had to basically put this right here so that the conveyor belt can feed it in and something to take away from the crate that won't automatically just be like stuck from. Yeah, that's how I explain things. So yeah, all I had to do was that and then everything else worked. All of this is, by the way, powered by, I guess we can see it over here, the energy transmitter, and it covers everything. And that's how I kind of got everything. Same thing here. The moment I tried to put a conveyor belt here next to that, it just didn't work. So all of this works now. I don't have an extra tesseract here and a tesseract here and a tesseract there. Everything's powered, and this is good because now I can, for the next mod pack, if it has immersive engineering, I may make use of it. Immersive engineering always was daunting until until you do it, right? So now I'm a little more familiar with it and it looks cool. Definitely looking forward to my next playthrough for another mod pack, and I'm not sure what. We'll find out. But my next project, and I'm not going to do it recorded because it'll take a long time. And one of the things about, like, I love doing these Let's Plays. It's kind of like, you know, a personal stream. I miss streaming a lot, but a lot of people can't make it all the time. And I think this is a better way to do it. And it's a recording for me. This is now my legacy. In case my health doesn't get better, this is my legacy. And I want to play around with all these things. And hopefully you guys are along with the journey, but I want to figure out how to AE2 this thing. And I know it's going to take a while. So editing is what's kind of, I enjoy it, but I also don't enjoy trying to get this done because I have other games I'd like to play too. I'm a gamer in terms of just everything. I like games in general, from this to that. And like, I'm a huge Hollow Knight fan. I haven't had a chance to play. Well, not that I have the game yet. One of the best things, I guess, about Minecraft and modded and why I appreciate it right now so much is with the lack of funds that I have, I'm able to play different experiences in games, and that's always been important to me. And community overall has been a lot of fun. So hopefully we can make more really cool things in the future. And now I'm like just rambling. So yeah, I'll be back when I figure out how to automate the fluids mainly. The void flame fluid's the main one I want to automate. Everything else is just a bonus if I can do it. All right, I shall return momentarily. So the loot bee can rarely drop these batteries, and that's how I've been keeping myself charged. Yeah, as long as you have this activated, and I want to put this away first because it'll charge these things. And just right click, and my Paxel's charged, and it'll keep everything I own charged. Yeah, this is the layout for now. Setting it up right now. I've hooked up the wiring here and here. And I'm gonna start figuring this out now. Should be pretty simple. I'm probably just gonna do block placers and stuff with a pattern provider connected to it. I think that should work. I just don't know where I want to place everything. So yeah, we'll be back when this is hopefully done. Oh, and I did move the Fortron stuff over here. Tried to make it as clean as possible. There is I have a few of these, but yeah, you can use that to access, and I added speed and amount, so it's just basically going nuts. Also, can't show you exactly because there's a facade on it, but there is an export bus there, or and it's basically sending just lapis. I mean, it's going up, so yeah. I'm starting to struggle a little bit because it's getting really hard to like hide things, especially with me having this right behind it. And I'm a little worried because now that I've opened up this area, it means that I would have to expand in that direction, which I kind of don't want to. And I've already peeled this off because honestly, it should not be connected to my Hall of Swords. And the other thing is I'm debating if we're going to put them in the fluids in disk drives. Just need to grab these two. And then there is replication matter information. Throw that in there. And then so now if I wanted to make a fluid thing, 256k ME fluid, we can go ahead and just craft it up this way. I mean, we could have crafted it up the other way. So there it is. And let's add it on. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do that. Is there source? It's like Ars Energistic, isn't it? So can they craft? Oh, do we have to? Oh, right, we have to form these. Hey, that's an idea. Can we automate this with a pattern provider? This seems simple enough. Wait, maybe not. Okay, I'm curious. And we can't like, there's no matter information, so we kind of have to craft it.
2 hours later.
Okay, so let's cancel that. And then, so now I want to make one available. Now what? Hello? It's because I broke. Oh no, it's because I broke it, right? No. I'm gonna not lock it, I think. There. Okay. So now we got to do more testing, and this is how I end up with so many things. I think, yeah, I'm gonna continue working on the Just Dire thing. Totally got distracted. We'll finish this, and maybe we'll work on that, but that's not priority. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm giving up. Well, not quite, but there's a better way to do this, and I got stubborn, and we are now doing this. So give you guys a quick a check-in and an update. So right now, polymorphic fluid, I can semi-craft. Hey, look, it made some more. I don't understand. I'm very bad at doing subnets and stuff, and I haven't done this since Craftoria almost 2 years ago, because AE2 got so simple and easy in the last few updates that yeah, so I have no clue what I'm doing anymore. I had it working, then I changed something, but then it was very situational. So let me show you something. So if I set the polymorphic fluid, it's gonna craft it, and yeah, when it's done, nothing. So it's not sending it. When I cancel it, it goes in and I get what I need. I got everything else working, kind of. So I have this section over here that will be for the fluids, the fuels and stuff. And over here, I repurposed this just because I realized the dropper, for some reason, I thought it would drop in all areas. No, it only drops in one face. So I can at least show you guys my progress. So Just Dire. So if I wanted, say, did I not do? Oh yeah, I only did ferric core so far. So if we want ferric core, there's a sensor up here that detects whether or not those things are alive or dead or hungry, I guess. I guess we're not supposed to use the word dead. And there we go. Very simple. I can explain it more once I'm ready with the whole system. I'm just doing a quick check-in. There's an interesting thing here. Hold on. Bucket of water. Why do these not show up? Oh no. So the processing pattern, because it needs to be blaze gold, not raw blaze gold. So I'm figuring out things. I'm just gonna grab some stuff here. Okay, I need 18. That should do it. So the reason for this, I guess I might as well explain it. You put in 6, it converts it into the cluster. It can drop 3 to 6 total, I believe. So I'm taking the lowest possible output just so the system registers that it's complete. Okay, so there's that. That should make things work now. This is fine. This one can be redone. We'll say if we had been streaming, I would not have given up. This would have been 2-3 days of streaming. But because I'm trying to finish the pack and keep things interesting and not leave 90% of the stuff on the cutting room floor, we're gonna move on. So I know there's a better way to do this. I was just stubborn. I wanted to figure this out, and I probably will. I'm gonna make a backup of this world, and I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna see if I can figure it out myself. That's just the way I kind of play games, or even when I work, anything like that. Probably why I ended up in the situation I'm in. So look at that. I even used quartz fiber to power it. I remembered that. Okay. So now if I want, say, eclipse alloy ingot, put 10 in there, start, and look at that. Okay, so yeah, these are good. I have this trick that I'm trying to do, and I'll do it now. Wand. So I remembered, a friend of mine reminded me, Crystalix. This was introduced in Automods 10 a while back, when I did my hardcore playthrough, and I forgot it existed, but it has the ability to make things invisible. So what I've done is the bordered Crystalix glass is where it would place stuff. And then the clear is where it wouldn't. And then I can basically make all of them invisible. Now, I'm not going to make it invisible right now because I still need to see this stuff. But when this is all done, it'll do its whole thing and it's going to be completely invisible. And that's going to be really cool. Also, I did decorate in here, and that top part is supposed to be all black and you're not supposed to see anything and just complete darkness. And yeah. Also, you might note the wither bar, the boss bar. We named the wither. I did a mini stream, not really a stream, but a Discord stream, and one of the suggestions is put my URL in there. Yep. So I have a story about that one, but we showed you guys the. I'm gonna completely ignore that. So other things I did. There's a bunch in here, source stones. In here is the relays, the source relays. Basically, so I can do any of these crafts from the enchanting apparatus pretty easily. We've automated it. It works. If I put more recipes, it'll work. Here I put the fluid source link next to the ender tank connected to our mob farm with all the source. It's importing it into our system. I probably should show that each of these fluids, you can see right there actually, are partitioned to only have the dire fluids. So I'm preparing for that. The problem is you need to have the fluid itself to be able to put it on there. So I still need to add the portal and not the portal, the time fluid. So that's something that's a future problem. The cool thing about, and this is a showcase of Crystalix, I guess. You can change the color of whatever it is. You can change it to be visible invisible, which I made the doorway there invisible. That's a Crystalix glass. You can waterlog it. You can reinforce it. So basically it's right now, if you look here, it's reinforced and it only allows the player to go through. So I technically can go in here and he'll, you know, get at me. So the reason I also converted everything to normal wool, and so they're all in padded cell, is this guy kept annoying the warden. And so the warden kept shooting this guy, twitch.tv rail_dev, and this guy almost died. So I basically had to kill the warden, grab another warden from over there in the farm. And also we named the warden No in honor of the sign from the maze. Also, I'm keeping him distracted right now. So as long as the ticks are around 6 ticks, he'll stay here. If it's any more, he will get distracted occasionally and he'll start going back and forth, but he's nice and calm now. And No will be here forever. And yeah, it makes this place kind of interesting. Sort of an Area 51 kind of thing. I also replace our setup here because mob grinding utils is what people usually use, the tinted glass. And it's cool, but this one allows you to walk through it and I don't have to do like that weird door thing. And so if I wanted to say do a wither fight, which I shall show you, I could totally fit more in there. I need to get the netherite wand is what I need to do. So I do switch to the other old weapon that we have with looting. And then there we go. I don't think we got anything. So the way this is working is I think they're getting stuck up here, and since it's reinforced, they can't do anything. Is that just what I've noticed? Let's see. Oh, now he's down there. Wait. Does he go up? We didn't get a special sword this time around. Hello? Sir? You know what's really funny? I technically can punch him. Oh, there, he's shooting. Strange. Hello? Hello? Yeah, he's up there. All right. I don't think we got anything. Nope. No special sword. Oh well. Yeah, so that's currently where we're at. Trying to get this episode done, but I need to rest. So we might as well do the thing I need to do. Polymorphic and a few of the other unrefined fuels is technically doable in the reaction chamber, but we're going to need to basically go into advanced AE2. These I have. I just need to extend the machine frame, which means we need to get the Entro infused ingot. Now, to get this, it's Entro dust. So let's go grab it real quick. I'm just going to make a few so I can have Entro dust. So that's what we needed. These will degrade and you can sort of like recharge them, which I might do. Or I could just make more seeds since I have unlimited amounts of seeds. Actually, let's just do that now. You guys remember this, right? And I believe this is kind of like Certus, where if you don't expose all the faces, there's a better chance that like it'll grow fully instead of like partially all over. That's to get the time crystal, which maybe we'll get since we have Fortron, and we definitely have void flame fuel. So this is needed to get the concurrent, which we definitely need at least one of these. There we go. And now we have all the concurrent processors that we need. I'm telling you, replication has made this so easy and kind of fun because I get to focus on different things now. Okay, so to create Entro dust, yeah, so we crush it. So once we have Entro dust, we can submerge it with this or make a reaction chamber, which we probably can't yet because we need to make the machine frame. So yeah, we need to make this thing first. So right, water. These quarters usually are good for water. Nope, I didn't. Oh, this one's fine. Okay, so turn off my magnet and then just throw them in there. What just happened? Why did this activate? Why is gold thrown in here? No, it picked up the gold. The worst place ever. All right. What did it do to my lapis? Wait. Oh, it put it away. Okay. That's the worst place ever. I forgot that we had the item collector there. Here. So we'll drop that. Drop the gold. And we'll drop the lapis. There we go. So we have 52 of these. So now we can make the thing that we need. So the reaction chamber. Just need this thing. And then. Okay. Okay. So it's crafting. I'm assuming it'll just tell me it's done and we'll be good. And once we have that set up, we need a place for it. Not the greatest look. I will end up finding a new place for it. So this is reaction chamber. So if we need, say, polymorphic fluid, right? I really need to remove that because that's not going to be a thing that stays there. So this one we'll pull out and let's reconfigure it. So to make the polymorphic fluid, we need this. And fit there. That. And it should just work. Let's make 10. And it should go in here. It should auto export as well. And it's doing it, I think. Yep. So, this would have been much easier. But again, this was more interesting and fun, I think. Good Lord. Oh, I need acceleration cards is what I need. There. So the other thing we need, unrefined blaze ember. That one, let's add that in here. Yeah, a lot of things in this mod pack just makes it a lot easier. So is that it? Okay. And then to make the refined, we can do the thing, but first we do this. Okay. So now in theory, we wanted 10 of these. So just do it. Hey, look, it's doing it. Unrefined. Why? Where is it going? Why don't I see it? Wait. Try this again. 10. Start. Okay. So what is happening? Okay, it's made the polymorphic. It did the thing. It's done. And we have it. So why don't I see it? I'm confused. It should be up here, but it's not. Case of the missing unrefined fuel. Where in the world? We're exporting it out. Not here. So that means it might be up here. That's water. Is it connected to any of these? No. None of these are auto deleting it, I hope. No, that should only pull water. Am I going to release this episode not understanding what just happened here? 0. How is it 0? Enabled. How is it 0? It's supposed to go here first. There's a reason this is 46,000. Oh no. Is it getting voided because I made an overflow? Void flame fuel. I'm gonna do 100. We're missing 100 blaze ember. I don't have that. Oh, I didn't set it up yet. I'll have to set it up later. So I guess we'll just make more blaze ember. That's the thing where I need to finish my setup over there. So let's do 200 because we're gonna need a lot of these. All right, so that means it should be working over here now. Doing all the polymorphic stuff. Going really fast and it's building more. So I hope you guys enjoyed the progress here. There's definitely a lot of cleanup to do. Luckily, I'm slightly ahead in terms of my editing and recording, so you guys won't notice a delay. But this episode's going to take a lot longer than I thought it would. There is something I might be able to do. Because technically, I could maybe put that here for now. I don't know how long it's going to hold it, but it'll let me. Will it do it? I think it has to there we go. So there is a way to speed things up. That didn't even take a lot of work. I mean, that would be irresponsible for me to just leave that there. Have it constantly ticking it. You know, I would never use this in a multiplayer server because it's messed up servers that I've played on. But in single player, it's perfect. Okay, let me see how fast I can do this. Just so we won't have to spend more time explaining things after. So what I need to do is to take the, and this might fail. We need to take the unrefined one and refine it. And to refine it, we need to just we just need to drop the water in there. Okay, so we have unrefined now. So now we just need to make one of these. And then we'll be able to filter. So we got to deny that for now. And then get a bucket. And then we filter that. Then now we have this. So we now have void flame. Or wait, why is it still unrefined? Oh, you know what's happening? It's pulling it right away. All right, let me fix this. Okay. So now, we're just gonna turn you off because you're impatient. We're gonna make void flame, which means we gotta cancel this. Start. Excuse me? What's with the inconsistency here? So I need void flame. Or did I click the wrong thing? Maybe I clicked the wrong thing. All right, so we gotta wait. Because we didn't have the filter ready and we can't just, I couldn't figure out how to drag it. There might be a way. Okay, so that should be the thing we need. We got void flame fuel. Crap. Wait. There we go. Okay. So what I needed was this. Put that in there. We don't need unrefined. So we need to whitelist only blaze and void flame. So now we should be good. And the void flame's the important one that we need to be able to craft whenever we need to. So if it's set to like 20, it should just do it eventually. And then once we have that, we have the ability to craft up this thing, time crystals. But one of the other things we're supposed to do is this thing. That's a future craft, I think. Is there anything else I can do with this that's super useful right now? This requires portal fluid. I can probably make that. The paradox machine needs a time crystals though. What else? Nope, that's about it. So time crystals is the next thing we got to do. But we need the resonant void. And I'm getting ahead of myself. So Yeah, we should probably call it. I'll spend some time before the next episode to clean all of this up. And I'm pretty sure I'm still over time. But like I said, that's how I play games. I enjoy playing them. The more I'm in pain, the more I play. And I've always made games in my life. That's why I spent 20 plus years in AAA games, and which is also why not going back there. I'm hoping to make something of this, but we'll see. This is just a little creepy now. This is actually a little creepy. What have I done? This is like the stuff that happened. Oh my gosh, now it's just extra creepy. All right, I'll see you guys later. And once again, very much appreciate those of you guys who stuck till the end. And honestly, for those of you guys who are still watching, I know series tend to die out the longer they go, so appreciate the support. Bye-bye.